Hello, and welcome back to my series on how to open your 8-track tape cartridge. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to open up what's typically referred to as the RCA sealed cartridge. Other record labels use this type, but it's a cartridge that there are no tabs to open it. It was essentially heat sealed at the factory at the case halves. So, one of my least favorite cartridges to open. And I don't know why they ever thought it was a good idea to seal these, in a way where you could never open them. So, what you're going to need is a safety cutter and a small flat tip screwdriver. The first thing you're going to have to do is on the edge of the cartridge here, you're going to have to cut the label because it's going to prevent you from separating the case halves. So, taking your safety cutter and making sure that it is just barely open, because you could really hurt yourself doing this, so you need to be very careful. You're going to have to cut the label here at the case halves. So we're going to do that here. There we go. So that the case halves will separate when you go to open them. So now, with these, the edge here with the pinch roller is going to be where the seal is going to typically be the tightest. Once you get this section loosened up, the rest of it, the cartridge, usually opens up pretty easily. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your safety cutter and cutting away from yourself, you're going to start at the seam here where the case halves meet and start gently inserting the blade very gently. Just keep working away at it until you get enough of the material away so that the case halves will start to separate here. Be very careful. Okay, so now I've got the enough of the plastic cut away so that there is a gap here if I apply a little bit of pressure. Can't really see that. So anyway, what you're going to do once you get enough of this material here at the seam removed is take your small flat tip screwdriver and inside the cartridge here, see if we'll lift away a little bit of the play tape here. As you can see right here, you can see the gap where the case halves meet. So you're going to want to take your small flat tip and try to gently insert it in there and pop that open like that. There it went. This is an easier one. So then you're going to go along the case and try to do that all the way around. See how that's opening up there? So we're going to keep that open there. Use your hand here. Be careful you don't mess up the play tape. And then take your small flat tip and keep gently twisting it, ever so gently, until this pops. Some of these easy to open and some of these will be very difficult. This one's starting to get a little bit, there we go, more difficult as we go. So, oops. I'm going to keep doing this all the way around. Just gently twist up until it pops. I didn't do a very good job cutting that label, as you can see. So just keep twisting. Twisting. Almost got it. Okay. Now it should pop open. There we go. Now fortunately these are typically pretty reliable cartridges, but over time, you're going to want to open them up. They typically don't have too bad tension problems, but this one is actually a little loose, so it's going to need some repairs. And then to close these back up, I typically just use some a little bit of Scotch tape, you know, on these, because there's a chance that you're going to have to get back into it. So when I put these back together, I typically just take some Scotch tape and put it along the edges, you know, in case I have to do any more repairs. So anyway, I hope you found this beneficial, and that is how you open your RCA sealed cartridge